Good morning, everybody. This is Pope Binary here, and today I'm just going to give you a bunch of montages of me doing 5-minute trades. And I'm going to try and cut down on the editing as much as possible so you guys can get as many examples as possible. Like on this channel, I've pretty much covered all my strategies already. I know it sounds crazy, but my system is very simple, but it's very effective. So if you just want to go check out those other guides and videos, obviously there's stuff I've left out a little bit, but in general, you can get a general gist of how I trade and how I make my money. So before we jump in, here's the quote of the day. To be a competent trader and make money is a skill you can learn, from Michael Marcus. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, for the first example here, what we have here is on this Australian chart, I see a double top forming, so I'm going to try and get a stake at the 76130 stake. I mean, like 40, that's great. And I'll show you why I took this trade in just a second once I get it in. What I see here is I see a double top forming, right? If we see this horizontal line that I'm highlighting right here, you see how this first candle touched the value, got rejected. This next candle touched the value, got rejected, and now there was a red bearish candle forming after it. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that it's going to stay below the value. So we're in the last minute of the period here, and I'm going to go ahead and close out the trade. We are in a bullish market, so I'm just going to go ahead and bounce out of the trade. That was a cool $30. And basically what I'm saying by it's a bullish market is if we see the trend is clearly up, I think this is just consolidation kicking in. You guys have no idea how many times in like the last 30 seconds of the opportunity the market will just continue to shoot up. And if we zoom in on the 1-minute chart here, we can see that we're at a support level, so at any moment the market could just break this support and continue its upward trend. $60 on the table to get 40, and then out of that 40 I just got 30, right? So to me that's a great trade any day. I'll take it. If I put 60 on the table to get 30, that's almost a 50% increase on my initial investment. Hey guys, one last thing before we jump to the next example. I just want to point out that this is like 10-15 minutes later and the market did continue shooting up like I said it would. So just like I said, it's generally just better to exit the trades, because if the market is extremely bullish, you can expect that trend will not break until a significant bearish candle forms. Okay guys, I'm watching this Australian chart live. I see another trade opportunity. We're seeing that there had been a large bullish run in a relatively bearish market. So this morning there's a huge news spike. The markets have been a little choppy all morning. However, I see they approached the same value. This horizontal line I'm highlighting, it approached the same value that it approached over here. These candles, they didn't break. They failed to break above that value. This market is testing this value once again, and a bearish engulfing candle is forming, signifying that the market's about to turn directions. So I'm going to go ahead and get in on the trade if I can. If I saw the market starting to fall, I would have placed a stake at 110, saying the market would continue to fall. We can see here we're in the last 5 seconds of this 5-minute period. Okay guys, if you haven't seen the other video, this is another video of mine, this quick and simple 5-minute strategy. This is the perfect setup for that 5-minute strategy that I like to teach y'all. I'd place a stake at the 8-1 value, saying it would end below that. Hey, one thing I want to point out, guys, is the market did bounce up. It was all the way up here at this 1.09810 value at one point, meaning you could have gotten this contract for very, very cheap. Everybody would freak out. They'd say that the market would continue to rise, but like I said, stick to your guns, stick to your system. I know the market won't end above this value because this large bearish candle signifies that there's a lot of bears in the market and they're not going to allow it to happen. The 5-minute period just ended, guys, and like I said, it ended below this 810 value. So that would have been another winning trade. Like I said, stick to your guns, stick to your system. Even though this candle was all the way up at the stake at one point, I would not have exited the trade. As we can see, the market is now bouncing down, meaning that the market was not ready to turn bullish yet. Hey guys, watching this chart live, what I'm seeing here is I think we have seen that there's been a bullish run all day. The bears are starting to step in, push the prices down. There's a bullish rally to push the prices back higher, but I think they're losing the battle because this rally has lost momentum. There's a bearish candle forming, so if it ends up forming below the open of what this, essentially if this bearish candle finishes larger than this last green candle, I'm going to go ahead and say that the market will continue to fall. Alright guys, we're approaching the last 10 seconds of the opportunity, so I'm going to try and get a stake at 1.22430. And honestly, even though this is a trade that I'm really confident on, the stake here is just way too expensive. I would never risk this much money. I would never put $95 on the table to put $5, so unfortunately, unless there's a bullish rally to cause these prices to fluctuate, I'm not going to take this trade. Hey guys, so unfortunately, like I said, the contract was just way too expensive. I was not comfortable putting $95 on the table just to make 5. The thing I want to point out is if you had taken this trade, you would have been correct. So this is a winning trade, even though I was not able to hop in because the price was just way too expensive. A bullish candle has broken out, actually. And the bullish candle is broken out. So depending if I get a good stake or not, if I can get a reasonably safe stake, I'll go ahead and bet that the market will continue to rise. Hey guys, I just missed showing you giving me that trade live, but I just got a trade for $53 saying that the Japan chart would rise, and I just made $47. Fantastic trade, like I said. This is called reversal / momentum trading, and I just saw that there was a bullish breakout candle. I said that it would continue to rise at least in the next 5 minutes. It wouldn't just instantly be rejected back down to the value, and I was right, so that was just another win. Hey guys, so we have a new development here on this Australian chart. We can see that there's been a large spike upwards. However, the horizontal line I'm highlighting, this is a key resistance level, because we can see the horizontal line that I was just highlighting, it touched this peak, got rejected. It touched this first peak, got rejected. So what I'm watching for is I'm watching to see if this market, if a bearish candle forms, I'm going to go ahead and say that the market will continue to fall. Hey guys, so this Australian chart just finished forming or whatever, and like I said, I would have placed a stake at the 76130 stake. I would not have placed a stake at the 110 stake because that's a little too risky. Even if I had placed the stake at the 110 stake, I would have been right because the value ended right at 110. But like I said, I just basically predicted the market would fall, and it did. Hey guys, so watching this chart live, I can see that there's been another bullish breakout candle. I'll go ahead and say that the market will continue to rise. Okay guys, this is exactly what I'm looking for, so I'm going to try and get a stake at 8.5. The consolidation is kicking in. Like I said, it will finish above 8.5 guaranteed. I just know, I've seen this pattern so many times. It will finish above 8.5, and I'll show you how it turns out. Okay guys, so the period just ended, and like I said, it would have finished above this 8.5 stake. You would have been able to get that a very cheap contract, because at one point the market was all the way down here. People would have been freaking out, and you could have gotten that contract, and that would have been another win. Alright guys, one last example for y'all. So I'm seeing that the market had been bearish all day. There had been a large bullish run. However, there's been a bearish engulfing candle forming. Okay guys, we're a minute into the next 5-minute period. This candle's forming. I'm noticing that it's just freezing at this value, right? It's not really going any direction. The current momentum of the market is down in a bearish market. So if I could get a stake at 8.5, which is this horizontal line that I'm highlighting, I would go ahead and say that the market would stay below this value. Okay guys, we're in the last 15 seconds of the period here, and like I said, if you had placed a stake at the 8.5 value, you would have been right. You wouldn't have been able to get this contract for very cheap, unfortunately, but if you had jumped on this at the very beginning of the Nadex or the 5-minute period, you could have gotten some decent money out of it. So that's just the last example today. Please like and subscribe the video. Let me know what you guys think. If you want more videos like this, let me know. If there's anything I can do to improve my current examples and how I show you what I do, please let me know, and I'll try and employ that in the future. But just thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.